Hello? This beautiful woman says she won't give ugly men a chance anymore.
Why do we women give so many damn chances to ugly guys? Girls, I've reached the existential crisis that I think all girls should have before getting married. And it's about why we've normalized it so much that our whole lives revolve around romance or finding a partner. I mean, seriously, why?
Look, for a purely biological reason, it's that simple and straightforward. I mean, it's pure hard biology. Also, men's lives revolve around women in many ways too.
I've been telling myself for about a month now that I'm decentering men in my life, and in general, I'm decentering everyone in my life who's not me, you know? Because personally, I consider myself a people pleaser, a super people pleaser. I spent 23 years of my life wanting people to like me, doing things so they'd love me, seriously. Thank God, thank therapy, and honestly, thank TikTok.
Thank therapy. I mean, incredible. Thank goodness for TikTok. Clearly, some people shouldn't be allowed to practice as psychologists. This benefits those following the channel who are psychologists or work in psychology. Just think about it, guys. Many of these people, these psychologists, have a specific political ideology. So if you're not one of them, I think you have an opportunity to do business.
Honestly, I have to say it, and bless Gigi, you have no idea how much that video impacted me. I started telling myself every day, let's decenter men, let's decenter men. Because my daily life revolved around having a boyfriend. Going to the gym was about getting thinner so I could get a boyfriend. No.
No, wait, what? Are you going to tell me that you already stopped going to the gym? Because you decentered men. That's completely crazy. Seriously, how ridiculous. Look, this woman obviously needs to go to the gym urgently.
If I started a new class, it was like I might find the love of my life. Everything, girls, everything. I would put on makeup, and while I was doing it, I would imagine what the love story of my life would be like. And me, all the content I watched on TikTok, everything fucking shit. And now that I'm out of that feeling, out of that intense decentering
Well, it looks like you don't go to the gym anymore, right?
of finding a partner. I don't know if it's cringe or if I'm just projecting what I ended up doing. All the social media content about settling for crumbs in relationships. I just asked God to send me someone. Or like those videos saying, someone please do a spiritual cleansing on me because I can't find love. I don't think it's a bad thing because I did it too. And I don't think it's a bad thing to want to look for a partner. But the fact that your whole life revolves around that you're always looking for what's wrong with you because no one chooses you. Ugh.
Let's see. Look, I know you might think. First, let's remember that this girl started by saying that women shouldn't accept ugly men anymore and blah blah. Let's see. I know this might sound crazy, what I'm about to say next. I know for many men, it might be hard to understand. But this woman, just as you see her, must have guys interested in her. She must have guys interested in her. Men go for her. That's what I'm saying. There are men who want to date a woman like her. That's the harsh reality. Now, obviously, those men aren't the most attractive. They're not the most handsome in the world. Quite the opposite. They're low-value men. And she thinks those men, let's say, aren't enough for her. She's aiming for something better. That's why she complains that no one pays attention to her. But it's not because she doesn't have options. No woman lacks real options. The thing is, maybe the options they have just don't appeal to them.
I got to that point, you know? The first guy who talked to me nicely, I would say, we're going to get married. You don't even give yourself the chance to get to know the person. Because then the idea you have of him from the first week is like, he's at least decent. I love you. You don't get to know a person in 2 weeks. You don't know her.
I totally agree. I really agree with her.
And why do you fall in love with someone in 2 weeks, Natividad?
Naturally, you have issues. Within 2 weeks, you fall for the first man who talks to you because you have issues. Because you have an existential void, which, by the way, obviously hasn't been solved.
Why did you fall in love with someone in a week?
Why do you think? Obviously, she's going to say no. It's just that I used to center my life around men, and now I'm decentering relationships. No. It's because that woman obviously has an existential void. It's obvious.
And now that I'm out of this, honestly, I start thinking like, dude, it was just 4 messages. Wow, you were already in. I'll probably get burned for this, but I fell for someone just because they called me Natisita. Hearing you use the diminutive of my name felt really nice. All the content I'm consuming right now is obviously very different. And the other day I saw a podcast that said, loneliness scares us because we see it as something determined by circumstances, not as a choice.
Oh my god. What do you want me to say, guys? She's already starting to watch cat and wine videos. Is that her destiny?
As in, I'm alone because nobody loves me. I'm alone because I'm ugly. I'm alone because I'm not smart enough. It's never like I'm single because I choose to be. Right now, I'm honestly choosing it, girls. I mean, it's gonna sound really man.
No, look, I agree. She is choosing to be single because the man she likes, the man she's attracted to, doesn't even look at her. So, since there's only a small group and percentage of men who actually pay attention to her, but she finds those men unattractive. So, if she says, I'm not going to go out with these unattractive guys, so I choose to be single. It's that simple.
But right now I'm choosing to be single because when you really start focusing on other things, seriously, guys start flirting with you like crazy. It feels really great. It's not that I say, oh, you're flirting with me. No, because I'm in the process of saying no.
You see, when it comes to a woman, look, I've seen the comments people left for this girl, and all the men say, who do you think you are? Look at yourself in the mirror. Nobody cares about you. No man pays attention to you. I assure you there are men who pay attention to her. I assure you there are men who flirt with her. I guarantee it. That's the harsh reality.
Simply because I don't like him. And it's about respecting that I don't like him, because usually as girls we force ourselves to like someone. That's why right now I'm like, dude, I genuinely don't like you. I'm not going to force myself to like you, even if you try really hard, even if you flirt with me a lot, even if you're always talking, I just don't like you. And I'm not gonna flirt back because I don't like you. Why the heck would I force my heart to do that? And force my mind to see you as attractive?
Look, unfortunately for this woman, that's exactly what those men are doing with you. I mean, since those men don't have options and can't go out with the woman they really like, they just think, well, I'll lower my standards and go out with this one. And those men decide to invite her, not because they think she's pretty. No. In fact, they probably don't even like her. Because they see her as attainable. But we live in such a distorted society that this woman thinks those men aren't on her level, when of course they are. But she aspires to something better. Because since all those men hit on her, all those men approach her, they want to flirt with her, obviously she says, no, I'm not on their level, I should be with a top tier man. Incredible but true. Look, this frame is brutal.
No, dude, no. This should be a psychology case study. What kind of thesis? I'm not sure. About why women idealize so much and why women give so many damn chances to ugly guys.
No, actually I think a lot of times it's the other way around. Because poor men have to lower their standards so much and settle for dating women who aren't that attractive. Like this one here, right? Just look at this. Incredible.
Well, girls, that's it for the video. Bye.
Unbelievable, guys. We live in a crazy world. What do you think? See you next time.